Okay.
How you been?
Wait, you recording?
Yeah, we live. Oh, I be forgetting to tell people, like, you want to talk, your camera is over there.
I got the white.
You see
I,
yourself in there?
I got the white one.
Yeah.
You being racist? I'm just
I,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I thought you was sitting on this side.
Okay.
What does race have to do with the
I
color of
don't
the
know.
camera?
Cause it's a white phone.
Anyways,
All right. At least it matches me.
what's up, YouTube? TJTB Photos. I am here with the lovely Zasha.
Hi
We
guys.
have reunited after a couple months. And
Mhm.
yeah, just what you been up to, man? I mean,
Life has
life
been
has been life and
how life has been lifing and lifing some more. Honestly, I just been dealing with like depression.
mm,
So I have been like trying to force myself to work and it wasn't working. So
okay.
today I decided I was like, we finna go work. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've experienced like depression to a certain extent, or at least not to like an extreme level.
hmm
So when you do find yourself falling into that dark space, like what do you usually do to climb out of it?
So I have functional depression. So for the most part, I can function through
Mm-hmm.
it. But once it gets to the point where it's not functional, I damn near need somebody to like pull me out the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
I would say more so like my family. I'm grateful to have certain family and friends to be able to read the room
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like literally pull me out and like let's go. Like we got to get up and go do something. Or um, if I just find myself in a space where like that's just kind of not what it is, I get on like Pinterest and stuff. Like seriously, I get on Pinterest. I need like motivation. Like okay, I want to do that. I want to do that. So yeah, really
Well,
that's it.
for those that may not know, this was my introduction into like creating packages and things for like content creators and people who like to take like a lot of pictures. Like she likes to take a lot of pictures. So I mean, packages are individually based, but basically the deal was we do something creative at least twice a month,
Yep.
and it's basically for the whole year of 2025. And we
Yep.
paid. She paid a lump sum, and we just bounce ideas and we do creative things at least twice a month.
Yep.
So how has that package or deal been working out for you?
Um, honestly, it's been a fucking breeze. Like every time I have an idea, I feel like I have somebody to be like, idea, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
our schedules like align with each other for the most part of me not being able to like as soon as I moved here I didn't really even go get a 9 to 5. I just focused on
Right.
my modeling career. So I recommend it. Like I highly recommend to find a photographer. If it's not TJ, I don't know what the fuck you doing. I'm sorry, YouTube, my bad. But finding somebody you trust that y'all can bounce ideas off of each other because it's not just one sided. Like it's not just me being like, this is what I want to do, let's do it. Like he'll bring an idea to me and be like, okay, how do you feel? And I'm like, why are you asking me how I feel? Just tell me this is what you want to do, and we're gonna go do it. But highly recommend it. Especially if you are a model or a content creator. As you know, we have to stay on top of content. We have to be consistent. It has something have to be going every time for the engagement. So I highly, 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 highly recommend it.
And just on the note of like consistency, not saying that you have to work with like one person solely,
Yeah.
but like if it is like an idea that you have or it is like a page that you're trying to be consistent on, it helps to work with that one person, that one individual, because everybody, even like photographers and artists, they have their own
Team.
perception
Yeah.
of things. They have their own team and people that they work with. Like
Yeah.
through me, she met my brother, my videographer, who's also a photographer, who's Brandon, and it's just like we have a certain way that we do things, and we all gel and we work together. Like I wish I could screenshot the text message conversation before you came, but it's like.
What he
You,
said?
no, I'm talking about me and you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm
I'm
about to
talking about me
say,
and you.
let me find out Brandon talking
No,
about me.
B, he ain't saying that. Not this time. But no, like the conversation that we had, like it makes it easier when you get to a level of like comfort where I do consider you a friend.
Of
I don't know
course.
if you can, feel the
Same,
same.
yeah.
But it's different when you can get to a level where you can talk to people and ask them if they're comfortable and make sure that they're cool with whatever that you're going.
No
And
facts.
what it's worth, like I have to get to that level with you because I don't want to send anything that be mildly like disrespectful
Right,
or
right, right, right,
out of your
right.
realm of things that you want to do. But
No,
yeah,
yeah.
like you said, man, you want to be able to bounce ideas off of, like, I don't know everything, I don't do everything, I don't see everything. So
Right.
yeah, but as far as like the modeling career, how long would you say you consider yourself to be
A
a
model.
model?
I'm about to say
18, 19.
consistently. I would say consistently, I would give myself maybe a year. Consistently, I would say that I've been a model for a year. Um, I would say I've always been told that I should be modeling since I was young. Never took no interest in it. I would say I've been dealing with production sets. No, you're good. We're in 2025, so about 3 years. Yeah, and this year is the year that they actually like it was continuously mentioned to me. I would say the end of last year, going into this year, it was consistently mentioned to me like you're always behind the camera, you know everything about
Mm-hmm.
production. Why don't you come to Front Street? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because I feel like you should be on camera. Like, do you not see what you look like? How you carry yourself? Woo woo woo. Like, and then people are so amazed that I don't wear makeup. Like that's literally something that I run into every time. Like, oh, who does your makeup? And I'm like, I don't wear makeup.
It's natural.
Yeah, this is natural. This is the natural face. So I would say definitely for about a year. Yeah.
And haven't dove deep into like the meaning of a lot of your tattoos, but
Mhm.
you are like very, very much tatted.
Mhm.
So how did you enter into that realm? And then you got the gauges and everything too. So what was the gateway to tattoo and piercing?
So I would say, like, I've always been fascinated with tattoos. I don't know why. My first tattoo, my mom said I can get at 18, and it was my uncle's name. He had passed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first tattoo. Ever since then, I never had a phase of getting a tattoo that didn't mean something to me.
Right.
So my tattoos literally all tell a story or represent something that I've went through or like that means something to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when they say like after your first tattoo you get addicted, that's true. Cause I feel like for me, I just realized it didn't hurt as bad as like I thought it
Right.
was. And it was just like, oh, okay, let's do this again, and let's do this again, and let's do this again. And then I started to realize it was like, I don't want to say a coping mechanism, but it was my stress reliever
Right.
to one, know that I'm getting something that means something to me, a piece of art because I
Mm-hmm.
love art. And then it was just like, I was glad I had to take a step back because I was like, this is going to sound weird. Honestly, the pain, because the pain is not that bad, it's like almost like relieving. And I would compare it to getting like a deep tissue massage. How it hurts, but it doesn't hurt enough for be like freaking out, but it hurts enough to like relieve your pain.
Yeah, I
To
got you.
me, that's how like tattoos are. As far as piercings go, all the other piercings that I have are like I feel like the normal piercings.
Mm-hmm.
My gauges is something that I took heed to. I've only had my gauges for a year. Yep, for a year, and that's actually something that I started with my child's father. We ironically were aligned with that decision. Like
Mm-hmm.
I made the decision, and then he made his own decision. And then one day we just came to talk to each other about like, oh yeah, I want to get gauges, and we were like, wait, I want to get gauges too. So, um, honestly, after doing my research, though, I've realized that it aligned with my spiritual beliefs as far as like, our heritage as Africans and
Mm-hmm.
like Indians and stuff like that. Gauges has always been a thing, whether it was on the ears, on the lips, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of took heed to my spirituality for sure.
What you do a lot. You tend to do a lot,
Yeah.
which um I met people, but not people who are like serious about it. So,
Mhm.
and speaking of like when we met through threads. She
Mhm.
came to the studio. She had long locks when I first met her, and like the second time we shot, she was a completely different person.
Yeah, I
Like completely
was.
different. Not that it was bad or anything like that. It was shocking to me because
Yeah. And it was so necessary.
Did you want to expound on it, or you rather not?
No, I can.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy that we're having this conversation because I thought about kind of addressing it already when you said that you were interviewing me. So if I get emotional, so September 15th, 2024, I was sexually assaulted here in Atlanta. I actually came in town to get away from home because September 15th, 2028, my father figure, which was also my uncle, which is the first tattoo that I've gotten, committed suicide. So now September 15th was already a very traumatic. September was traumatic in general.
Mm-hmm.
I start to feel the feels at the end of August, but uh, September 15th just happens to be now very, very more significant. The outcome of it was a couple of days before Christmas, them telling me that they cannot prosecute him criminally because they did not have enough evidence that I was too intoxicated
Mm-hmm.
to give him consent. However, they were able to tell me things based off of his story that I wasn't even aware of. Um, I went crazy. Y'all, I went crazy. I really was able to see what people meant that your locks or your hair in general is carries energy
Mm-hmm.
because for whatever reason, I mean, due to the situation, I understood, but I'm a very resilient person. So as I started to heal from it, I just didn't understand why my anxiety and my energy was so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept saying like I don't like short hair. Okay. I want y'all to know that I don't like short hair. Never had a bob a day in my life. I've always kept inches in my hair. Okay. So I was just like, I want a pixie. I want a pixie. Like, I want a pixie. And my mind just kept saying I wanted a pixie. One day, 2 o'clock in the morning, I called my son's godmother and went to snipping. Didn't care how I looked. Didn't have a game plan to when this is off my head, what I was going to look like after this or what I was going to put in my head afterwards.
Right.
Didn't care if my fro was uneven. The hair had to go. So once I cut it off, I felt a lot better. Did I cry? No. I feel like I didn't cry because I just was emotionally numb.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a sense of relief. It wasn't like I was sad. Like it was a sense of relief. People ask me now, like, would you lock your hair back up? And I tell them no. I locked my hair for spiritual reasons, but I had to realize in my healing, a big part of why I locked my hair was to satisfy the person I was in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
Because my self-esteem was low at the time. So now that I can be versatile and wear my pixie or wear the inches or wear the wigs. Like, I feel like I could tap so much more into my creativity,
Right.
and to explore different looks. So, sometimes you just have to find the pros in unfortunate
Right.
situations. I'm grateful to be so highly favored that the Most High like blesses me to have a strong mind and to have a strong spirit and to kind of see the bigger picture, and where I'm able to heal and be like, okay, I am going through the motions of this and be
Mm-hmm.
able to feel my feels, that I'm able to really still to navigate and to like, still be creative in the situation for sure.
Well, at
Yeah.
the time we were shooting, I didn't know that I was like a part of like. I don't want to say getting over it because I don't think you ultimately get over it. You just
Yeah.
find a way to cope with it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know until well after the shoot that any of that had happened.
Is that no? That's not the picture I posted. I don't think you didn't put up the picture that I
No,
actually posted.
no, the one you posted was the one I printed for you.
Yeah. So the picture that we actually did a photo shoot together.
I'll
Um,
drop the picture in the interview. Yeah.
and I had posted this specific picture, and this specific picture that he's going to post and show you guys was the picture that I used to tell everybody publicly what happened. And that's actually when he found out. He found out with everybody else. And that's why I say I'm so resilient because I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, even at the shoot you wouldn't have even known.
Like I felt something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was that because it was kind of like delayed because we were supposed to shoot like the day before or a
Mm-hmm.
few days before,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hit me up. He's like, "Yeah, can we reschedule?" Because I think you said you were in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah,
If I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
mistaken.
I probably
So
was.
I knew it was something, but I was thinking it was
Mm-hmm.
something like
Yeah,
medical. Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know it was assault.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But I did feel it when you came in, but I tried to do everything in my power to like alleviate it
Mm-hmm.
for that temporary moment.
Right.
I was trying to crack jokes.
Yeah.
I think
And he did
Papa
a
was
great
here.
job. Yeah, I was like, my son was here. My cousin was actually here with
Yeah.
me. We did pictures together. And I honestly was just so amazed even that day that I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling emotional. That I that I was able to like smile and like be so lively knowing that I'm gonna go back into a room and like think about what the hell because the reality of it is I was mute for 3 days
Mm.
and I literally told my aunt and my child's father that like if y'all my son was in Jacksonville at the time because I was only supposed to be here for a weekend. I ended up being here for 2 weeks, so I was like, if y'all don't bring him to me, like y'all are, I won't no longer be here. Like my son is literally my mental shift.
Mm-hmm.
um so they brought my son to me. My cousin stayed on my hip and they came with me to the shoot and we had a great time. Like my son ironically just was hyping me up so bad. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he was a character.
Yeah, like he was hyping me up. My cousin like always hypes me up. That's just like our joke. That's just how we do each
Yeah.
other in general. But um yeah, even that day was just, and it was like a few days. I honestly, like after it happened, I want to say like 2 or 3 days after it happened, because like you said, I was in the hospital. So I dealt with that, was in the hospital, and was like, yep, let's get back to work. How I was able to do it, I don't even know, y'all. I can't even tell you, but I did it.
But I'm glad you came out of it, or you found ways to cope with it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm appreciative that I was able to help in some kind of capacity.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
And yeah, it's, we've done several different shoots, different locations.
Mm-hmm.
She got me into street photography.
By force. I needed somebody, and I was like, he could do it. Like, even if you just do the picture part, and then just, because lifestyle is just picture, slight edit, like
Right.
nothing. So I was like, even if you just take the pictures and I slight edit, I don't care. Can you please come out here? Get out your element.
She introduced me to a different element because being in studio, I can do portraits like outside, natural light or whatever. But as far as like lifestyle, I've never tried it because
Oh, I was there first.
yeah, because
Okay.
I'm a ducked off person.
Mm-hmm.
Like outside of everything, I don't party. I don't really be on the scene,
Mm-hmm.
and that's usually what lifestyle is. Like you gotta be in there, you gotta be out there with the
Outside.
people, you gotta
Yeah.
mingle and network, whatever. But from that, it did open up a different, a different lane, a different avenue of people like seeing this side of me. Like unless you come in the studio, you really don't know I have a personality.
Right. You're just so like to
Yeah.
yourself and so sheltered. Yeah, no, he
But
has
yeah.
a personality. We have a good time every time we shoot. Literally, like it's jokes all the way through.
Speaking of jokes, the only part of the deal she didn't keep up. She was supposed to feed me for most of the sessions. I haven't been fed yet. Just want y'all to know that. But
Side note, I usually don't feed myself before I come to. I haven't eaten. I don't eat before I shoot. Mentally, I be forgetting, and I be late. So, yeah.
yeah, I don't set times anymore. I just whenever she shows up, she shows up.
At this point, I just give him a ballpark as to like noon. I think he takes me at like 10. I looked at my phone and was like,
11:30.
whoa, hold on. He texted me. Didn't know that. So then I text back. He was like, she's alive. I said, bro, I'm literally finna go take a shower and I'm gonna be on the way. Yeah. Like, but no, I definitely owe you and I definitely owe Brandon because all year patience with me. Like, they don't force me to like come out of my episode. They actually read the room and be like, okay, she has disappeared. And we pretty much know why she has disappeared. So like, we're gonna just check on her, make sure that she's okay. And that's one thing that you're great at. Like, it's not always about photography. Hey, are you okay? Like, are you alive? Like, do you need anything? Like,
And
I greatly appreciate that.
and vice
Seriously.
versa, because you hit me up one day. It was like real random, and I think I was in a creative block. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out anything else to do. And then she was like, "Well, we gonna come out of this. We gonna link up and
No,
we gonna
yeah,
shoot
we
something."
are because I happen to be in those spaces a lot because there's sides of me that I want to create, but my situation has set me back
Right.
tremendously. And so I don't necessarily have that confidence like I used to before it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so now I'm working back out and wanting to do certain things. And it's a journey. Um, so we were at that time both in the creative, like, I was in a creative, I don't think I was in a creative block. I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't have the confidence to do it. He was in a creative block, but I'm like, bro, he checks on me so much. And I'm like, okay, he's disappeared. And he usually is not the one that disappears. So where are you? Let me figure out, let me dig back up in this rabbit hole and figure out, hey, are you okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it was definitely needed.
yeah. And I try to be like, you're a light for me, so I try my best to make sure that I'm reciprocating that and I don't drown too much in my own situation to not. But no, greatly appreciated. Again, if you're not booking TJ, we have a problem.
You
Because
heard it
why
from her.
wouldn't you? Um,
But before we get too far removed and into this session, you can tell the people where they can follow and support you. Or you can tell your camera. You fancy now.
um,
She got a new page out. She,
I think I changed the name of my, hold on. Because I think last time I did it, I gave them the wrong shit. And I was like, oh, you did?
yeah.
Okay. So if y'all want to follow me on X, aka Twitter, it's Zasha Anishka, not Sasha. Zasha with the Z. So it's ZASHAANISHKA. On Instagram, it's the Zasha Anishka. So TheZashaAnishka. Facebook, that's none of y'all business. That's for family.
Hold on,
Um, I'm about to say, cause they do my, yeah, okay. Facebook is for family, and then like people back home that are extremely annoying, and then I really think that's it. Because what else would y'all possibly follow me? If you're following me on Instagram, then you're going to fall into the rabbit hole of what it is to be me, and so that you're going to see what else I have in store. I don't want to get his YouTube blocked.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that. And if you follow me on Twitter, you're eventually gonna go down that rabbit hole as well. If you know, you know. If you want to figure it out, just go be nosy.
Well, man, we're gonna continue this great moment, and we're gonna get some shots in, get some shots up, and who knows where it's gonna lead. But what we produce from this session, y'all just gonna have to go to her Instagram and figure out what she shot.
Yeah,
I'm not putting pictures in this video. This is solely an interview.
yeah, yeah. So go be nosy. In other words, he's saying go follow me and go be nosy.
And
Yeah.
then I've been forgetting to do this lately, so if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, be
Please.
annoying with everybody that you feel would like this content. If you know somebody, Sally, that has been affected by depression, somebody who's been assaulted, like, this may be the video they need to watch to hear to see how to come out of it and
Yeah.
get to a better space. So don't be selfish. Don't be stingy. Share it with your people.
Please, cause that's where the money at, and we trying to get my friends some dollars.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.